is it doing that? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you? I just got in the door for the grocery store. I hope I have nothing cold that needs to be put away too quickly.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, let's see. We finally got our pool down last night.
Oh, good, Ange.
Yeah, I know. I got a bit of woke up with a sore throat though because it was cold.
Oh.
Perfect. So we are in record, so thank you. If you do celebrate Halloween, happy Halloween. I am super fired up because my kids actually don't want to go trick-or-treating this year.
Really?
Yeah. They said, can we just have some $5 to get some candy? I'm like, sure. If I don't have to go out in the cold rain, I'm all over that. So that's, I think, yeah, Aaliyah went with her friend last year over to her friend's house and went with her. But this is the first year we're not worrying about costumes, and I actually like it. Thanks for joining us, Amanda. I put a little section. I'm not a good think on the spot person all the time, so I have answers to your questions from last week. So let's get started. Oh, well, beep, beep to you too. There we go. So what I like to do on these calls, because there's just so much information in Isogenics that I feel like we miss stuff. So I just pull it all together, like all the announcements to keep it top of mind. And then if we have questions about it, we can discuss it and decide which promotions we're going for. So I'm really excited that we are having Toronto Super Saturday again. So I know a bunch of you have your tickets for that. And also I'm inviting a lot of guests to that because that was always a very easy way for me to build my business. I discussed when there were Super Saturdays once a month, I would enroll people, bring them to event, enroll people, bring them to event. So I really want to get as many people as possible to this event, and I'm really excited that Jimmy Smith is coming too, because he's great at the numbers and the business side. So even people that are just product users, invite them on out, or people that you've chatted with about the business. So New Year's kickoff is coming up, celebration. So events, build your business. I'm just asking my team, if you can't get to both, if you can't afford it, let's find a way for you to afford at least one of those. Let's work towards that goal. There are a lot of events right now in Isogenics. It used to be New Year's kickoff and celebration. Go to as many as you can, but make a priority to be at least to one of these events. That's what I'm asking. Right now we're doing the Happy Healthy Holidays, and the really simple theory behind this group challenge is that we're going to cleanse together every Monday, and I know it's working well because when I'm cleansing, I'm keeping my extra weight off, and it's the way to boost your metabolism, get rid of the toxins. So everyone I talk to on our team, are you cleansing with us Mondays? And when I found like I was not feeling great and I was gaining extra weight, it was because I dropped my cleanse days, and it happens in the summer too. So every Monday we're cleansing together up into the holidays and really trying to add lots of extra value to our page. I just launched actually a contest today for people that don't eat any Halloween candy till the end of this week. We're going to do a draw for a free box of the new vanilla cranberry almond bars. So really helping people to stay focused over the holidays. So I went to a networking group and this lady said, I have a Facebook group and I just add so much value to that group, right? So that's my goal, is adding a lot of value to that. I am doing a lot of training with Ray Higdon. He used to earn like $1 million a month. So I think it's great that, some of our leaders earn $1 million a year, but wow, I'm learning from someone that earned $1 million a month and I'm getting so much value. And what he says is sometimes, the leaders, the red personalities, they're like, I don't need that. I don't need that extra community. I don't need that extra support. But you're maybe the 3 percentile that doesn't. So we need to adjust our leadership style to the majority of people, right? And the majority of people do require and love community. So that's that. Buy one, get one free. I have yet to do this, but I'm going to be sending out a group text. I have a group text app that I have on my phone. So every seasonal shake drop, I used to do Messenger and message all my customers, all my past customers individually. Now I do use a group text because I know they see their text. They don't always see their Messenger. So make sure it takes like 10 minutes. It's worth it. I see my cycles increase as I'm sending out the text throughout the day. So that's a pretty great promotion, especially for the pumpkin spice lovers in the group. Okay, so I found this on Isagenix Business Canada. The Cougars announced there's something big coming, and we were all on this Isagenix live, and we're like, what is it? And they told us no details, but to enroll one person a week up until the end of the year. So someone posted this tracker. I actually printed it out because if it's out of mind, it's out of sight, it's out of mind. So I'm going to put this in my office and record what I have done so far. And there's lots of promotions to help us meet this, because sometimes we can get overwhelmed by the number. But I think that Isagenix gave us a few really generous promotions to help us get there. And also what I'm learning in my training too is that a lot of network marketers really take their foot off the pedal in November and December. And it's the stupidest thing to do because it's the biggest spending time of the year. And it really sets up your next year. So in my mind, I think I remember when you guys won the Welcome Home Challenge, I was like, I'm not letting Isagenix steal my Christmas. Right? And I'm like, and sometimes I think we tell ourselves, oh, no one's going to sign up. It's not that busy, because we don't want to do the work, because it is a busy time of the year. But it is kind of a waste to not work your business in the biggest spending time of the year. And I'm all caught in my sweater. So that's what I'm doing here. Sorry for distracting you. Okay. So that's what that is. Print that tracker. I'll post it in our group because this is just a screenshot. I printed it off. Don't you love how they use so much blue ink on things that you want to print off?
Just do it in black and white. Just do it in black and white.
I know, but then you're still using a lot of your black ink, right? At least now it's pretty. So win an iPad. That's pretty cool for the holiday hustle. So that's going to help people get their 15 enrollments. So starting October 29th, it's already started. It stays the 31st through November 25th. If you enroll 8 people, you get an iPad. I didn't even know iPads were popular anymore. That's so funny, eh? Mm-hmm. Ours are all dead. They don't work anymore. But helpful for business and your meetings. And I told my husband if he wants a new phone, he can sell the iPad and get himself a new phone. So he'll push me into my office. Then he lets me work if there's something in for him. But the thing I think is cool too, because getting the free vitamins is so valuable, right? So you would also get 2 boxes of your vitamins, which saves a ton of money, and you want to be on the vitamins, especially this time of year. So share that with your team, right? Because a lot of people, that's a huge draw for those promotions. So they've also just announced, they are actually announcing today, but we know of this, that it's a welcome back challenge, November 1st to December 31st. I was able to actually re-enroll a few people last year using welcome back, and one guy is still ordering to this day, thanks to this challenge last year. So it's free membership, which I actually miss a lot of the free membership promotions Isogenics was doing, because it's always a reason to reach out to your team. 10% off. This is new. 10% off their first order as a welcome back member. They didn't have that last year. And then a $10 coupon for their second order. And yes, we don't have to figure this out. Thank God. People that have expired over 90 days ago, but not more than 360 days, they're going to highlight that in your back office. So you'll get reports, and make sure that you're checking your reports daily, because people are going to slip into that qualification. So don't just print it out once. Maybe check back weekly, because new people are going to be added as things go on. So I think that's a great reason. I always feel like I work harder when I have a reason to reach out to people. So that's a great reason, right? They can join for free, and they can also join the same placement in your tree. Mm-hmm. So they're not going to lose their placement and all the people that are under them. And the Isogenics is doing their part. They're sending out emails as well.
Mm-hmm. Angie, is it 150 BV or just anything?
I will have to get back to you on that. I have an email, so I will forward that to you, and I'll let you guys know. I think it is, I'm not sure. I'll look and get back to you. That's a good question. I could look now, but then I would have to go at the end of the call. If we have time, I'll take a look. See if it says. So we have weekly opportunity calls. Yes, we don't have as many Super Saturdays, but this is a great opportunity to send people in a very duplicatable way, because anyone can send people to an opportunity Zoom. So those are happening every single Wednesday. You can, I've had a couple meetings with people about the product and the business. Now I'm going to send them to that, because they can also send their leads to that too. So my goal for this year, the rest of this year and next year, take advantage of these corporate calls, because they're doing a lot of that legwork, so we can focus on the recruiting side. Also, the Step Up to 2-Star training, Kelly's been amazing at following along on this, and I also try. Yes, I've already hit 2-Star, but it's such great training that when I'm doing my boring tasks like cooking and dishes and laundry, I try to have one of these trainings on in the background, because it gets me through it if my mom is not available to talk to me on the phone. I also get a lot done when we talk on the phone. Multitasking. Yeah, so that one, if you have not hit 2-Star yet, you want to hit 20 organic cycles by December 31st, and you can win that trip to Arizona, February 25 to 28. There's a special 2-day training and event, all expenses paid. So huge driver for people that have the time, they're coachable, and want to put in the work to hit that goal. So check your tree, see who is actually, cycling even 10 times, 8 times, that we can really help push with all these promotions. Boop. There we go. Step Up to Success. So these are awesome too. And I'm going to be completely transparent. I do need to take better advantage of these. I know, again, Kelly is so good about utilizing these calls. She had a guy that said she put on a Step Up to Success going to consultant call, and he got on and he got the vision, and he did a lot of the work on his own just from the training he got from that. So if you have someone that has only signed up one person, or they want to sign up 2 people, every Monday at 7 p.m. it'll say Step Up to Consultant, then there's Step Up to Manager. So it helps show them the steps how to get to that next level. So great resource that I feel like our team is not using. We did a networking hike a couple weeks ago, and we're planning another one. I want to do a team hike. I just am having trouble finding a date that works for my family, because the Royal is coming up. So we have 2 weekends booked of that, the Royal Winter Fair. So I design these hikes to really bring people and for me to become a leader in my community. And then I hand them out some samples midway through. And I think it's cool because Caitlin brought her friend the girl that was on the far right, we had her do a warm up. She's a personal trainer and she loved it so much. And then she started talking about joining the business because she loves the culture, right? People like the feeling connected. So I'm sharing this. I know you guys are not in Milton, but it's something that you can do in your community. And when I go to networking events now, I've been to 2 in the last 2 weeks, like I am working hard. And I also say I help people get their energy back and fit back into their skinny jeans. And I also organize networking hikes. And a lot of people are coming up to me and like, I would love to go hiking with you. One lady said, I would love to get lost in the woods with you. That was kind of weird, but people are really craving community. So, and it's a great way that we can share our isogenics culture, our energy, and also some samples along the way, because those are the people that are interested in being active in fitness, right? I love being active and I want to attract people like that. So I promised I'm doing the Ray Higdon rank makers and I am growing so much. Every day he does a Facebook Live in his group. He is not associated with any company. And I really felt every time I was kind of listening to some of his stuff on Facebook and I really liked him. He's someone that I could listen to and I was getting value. And somebody was kept saying to me, oh, you should join up for this. It's only $20 a month. And now I'm in this particular group that every day he does a training and he used to earn $1 million a month in network marketing. And I really like his style and his approach. And there's nothing really that he said that I don't agree with. And not saying that I know everything, but I know he's done it and it's been working for him. So I've also got put into this other group called Network Marketing Alliance that he runs for people that are earning a 6-figure income in their company. And I wanted to share this with you guys because I know as a team, we really go back and forth. And even Devin and I go back and forth because he's like, why don't you post isogenics? And I talked to Shannon Fisher's husband in Nashville and he said, that's crazy. Why isn't she doing that? But I wanted to share with you Ray's approach on this. And if you are posting isogenics on your wall, all over your wall, and you're getting great results and that's working for you, go ahead and do it. But if you are struggling with your social media, try the other way. So I wanted to share this with you, and this because Kelly and I are funny because we're always like, oops, you put isogenics and we copy, right? Because we always want to create curiosity. So she said, what if someone in your company, else in your company posts the company name everywhere? And she's says what you do, don't want them to do. Do you go on and like, what should you do when they're doing that? She wants her team to not post their company name because Ray Higdon teaches to create curiosity. And she's just wondering, she's posting in this network alliance group. Like, what should she do with her team that's posting isogenics or her company name? I don't know what company she's in. So I wanted to share this with you because this is my approach that I use. He just says, do what you want to do and the training on how you get so many leads with your main gist, not giving the following you power to do your own independent research. The way he handles this is, if people are convinced that their inferior methods work, that's great. They're going to get results. Keep doing it. But he does say there are very few people getting results plastering their company name all over social media. So you guys, anyone can do, I don't judge. You guys can do whatever you want to do. And I know some of the top leaders in isogenics were saying, why are we hiding it? Let's all start posting isogenics everywhere. And since that, I've actually kind of been like, questioning, maybe I should be doing that. And that's why Devin asked Shannon Fisher's husband. But this was a good post. I just wanted to share with you. Creating the mystery and having people a reason to reach out really works. And people don't feel like they're being sold to every time they're on social media. So I'm going to continue doing my, nutritional cleanse way. But if you guys if you're getting results doing that, great. If you're finding you're not getting results on social media, then try to experiment using the way that you are creating curiosity. Does that make sense? It's just something that stood out to me because I was wondering, should I be doing that? And that is his take on it. And he coaches a lot of successful people in network marketing. Not quite as much as Eric Worre, but I think that he'll get there. So we talked a lot last week about doing Facebook Lives, and I actually joined marketing challenge with him, 14 days. So I have to start doing more Facebook Lives because that's what I committed to and this challenge. So you'll be seeing me do more and more of this. And this is the formula that he recommends. And if you want to just take a screenshot of this, because we talked about it last week, and you can go review the last week. But that's the formula at Facebook Lives that actually work, because a lot of people do them and they're terrible at them. Well, the first one you're always going to be terrible at. But if you follow this formula, you'll start to see results from doing Facebook Lives. And then we're going to talk a little bit more about social media. So a lot of people don't do Facebook Lives because they're like, what do I have to share? I don't have anything to share. I don't, it's just little me. So what he teaches us is just say anything. Anyone can read a book and of an expert. So say we are experts in energy, sleep, right? We want to do something that aligns with our brand. And that's what we also want to do. We want to brand ourselves, right? We don't want to brand the company. The company's done a great job with that. We want to brand ourselves so people think of health and wellness. And when they need to lose weight or they want to, look great as they age, they think of us first. And then they come to us and we can share our solution. So think about you're branding yourself. You are your own business. So when you're thinking about what to do a Facebook Live on, it should be something related to your brand or a hobby that you love. So you can simply go to the library or buy a book and just say, hey, I'm reading this book. Here are some tips that I got from it that are so valuable that I thought that everyone else would want to hear it, right? So share what you learned, and then you need to learn to transition. So yes, I'm sharing this, what I read in a book, but how does that get me a lead, or how does that get me business? And you can also do, if you want this slide, just do a screenshot too. Command Shift 4 is a screenshot, and I can post them in the group as well. But this is like some of the best training that I've got on specifics on social media training. So read a book. So example is I would share. So say I read a book on, what's that one book that was Wheat Belly, right? It was super, super popular like 2 years ago. I'm like, I'm for sure have a wheat belly. So you could read that book and say, I revisited this book and I realized this is what it's saying and this is what we need to do to get rid of that belly fat. And if you want, I was able to use some of these solutions and come up with a plan on my own. If you would like to get the copy of the meal plan I used to get shredded abs for my 40th birthday, just send me a message, right? And then we go back to the last slide, which we talked about, there's that call to action delay. So then you'd be on your phone and be like, hey, I'm not on my computer right now, but I'm just wondering, do you have a strategy that's helping you reach your weight loss goals right now? And then I'll send that to you when I get back, right? So that's how kind of the two trainings from last week and this week tie in. I can't get too in depth because we only have so much time in 30 minutes. So that's an example of a transition. And hey, by the way, your transition can be like one sentence at the end. It's really a call to action. You want them to reach out to you to get something from you. And then you want to create a bit of a delay so that you can ask them if they have a plan that's working for them, if they're currently using supplements at this time, and to say, hey, when I'm back at my computer tonight, I'll for sure send out that information that you wanted. So then I would send them out the meal plan. But if I just send them out the meal plan, they've already got what they wanted from me, and they're less likely to answer my question if they have a weight loss plan that is working for them. Make sense? The title is a big thing. He's very good at creating titles that stop you in your tracks because he does a lot of Facebook Lives. And actually, that's how I got to hear about him and all of his training in the rank makers. And his whole goal is to help network marketers up their ranks in their company. So the title be something so compelling that people are stopping what they're doing. Like they'll even be late for an appointment, 5 minutes late for an appointment because they want to hear what you have to say. So example is 7 foods to avoid to trim your belly fat. Right? So you want to talk about their problem. Their problem is belly fat. You want to talk more about their problem always in your Facebook Live, in your title. And then at the end, it's your solution and you're going to send them that information. So what my challenge is, brainstorm 10 topics, because it's just to think of one is kind of a waste, right? Like brainstorm 10 of them and then have one for like a couple times every week. And if you want, you can send them to me and I'm happy to help you based on what I'm learning in this program and this 14-day challenge. I'm happy to sit down and look it over for you guys. And I do have a background in marketing. That was what I studied. So I think sometimes that helps me more than I realize in my Isogenics business. So if you'd like me to review something for you, I'm happy to do that. So every week, I think Allison was going to do the product in the spotlight, but I don't know if she's here. 5 of us. Okay. Whoa. Why does that get a little carried away? Okay, so every week we're going to do a product in the spotlight just because it keeps us top of mind. I don't think we did Ionics yet. I'm going to have to make a little checklist, but I'm just going to share with you when I'm talking about Ionics to people, what I say. I talk more about their problem. I say, you know what, everyone has stress in their life. Would you agree? And everyone says yes. I'm like, yeah, you have stress, eh? I'm like, it's hard. You're working, you're running a family, but what the Ionic Supreme does, it's full of B vitamins, which brings down your stress levels. The adaptogens bring down your cortisol levels, and women have a hugely hard time sleeping when they have high cortisol levels, and they also have a hard time releasing weight when their cortisol levels are high. Like it's virtually impossible. So that's what I love about Ionics. It really has helped me with my sleep, but also with stress so that I can go on and release that extra weight, especially in the belly fat. And I take it first thing in the morning. So that's what I say. You don't have to get into like a lot of specific things. Again, we're talking about their problem, right? Which is stress, probably lack of sleep. And you can I use it in my workout drink as well. So when I'm working out, people are like, what are you drinking? I mix it. I work out in the morning. I keep losing my slides. I work out in the morning, so I mix it with Hydrate and I put Ionics in. So it's great to recover from working out too. So another thing I learned, so what I'm really doing with you guys is just the main things that I learned, I am like in implementing, I'm sharing with you guys until you join Rank Makers if you ever want to, because it's so awesome. I'd love if everyone in our team did it. But what you want to do is a lot of people just teach attraction marketing, and it's becoming very popular. But if we teach our people just attraction marketing, like, just do a couple of Facebook posts and everyone will come to you, they could get super discouraged, right? Because some people will post and they don't have a great following on social media, or people don't think of them or line them with that, and they're not going to get a huge response. They'll get super discouraged and quit right from the get-go, right? Sometimes it takes like a few months of like posting where people are seeing it and reaching out. So we also want to teach our people to reach out to people. And when I sign people up, or when I even tell them about the extra income, if the money holds them up, I'm like, I will send them the share scripts now right away that Zach Slobin created for the company. So, and I had a meeting with a girl on Monday that went super, super long. And she's like, as your friend, what is the most cost-effective way that I can start Isogenics? We went over the good, better, best. And I said, but if it means you starting on a higher pack, that we could get a couple of people, that would be great. Here's the share script. So, and every time I sign someone up, I'm sending them those share scripts so they can start reaching out to people. So here is me. I'm starting more and more. And I was telling my husband, I'm like, I really love this training because I'm starting more to reach out to people. And even people that in the past I might have been scared to reach out to, because it's like, it's mindset training every morning. Basically, he's like, who cares? If they don't get back to you, who cares, right? go on to the next person. They're qualifying themselves. It's not for them. So this is an example of a message that I send out to someone. We did a great Zoom call yesterday. She is interested in the residual income side of it, just looking over the packs right now. So I am really working hard at reaching out to people in Facebook Messenger, setting up meetings with people, and not just waiting for people to come to me. That's a luxury. You know what? Maybe if you're like, you have 20 leads a day, that's fantastic. But I think we really need to get into like connecting, reaching out with people. We talk about like, I'm building a relationship. Well, how long does it take to build a relationship? They could be signed up with someone else by then, right? By the time you feel that you have a strong enough relationship. So here's an example, and it got me a meeting with her yesterday. I'm hoping she'll join us at the Susan Sly event as well. So not sure if you know that we were talking back and forth about something else. Not sure if you know that I've been sharing Isagenix for the past 8 years. I love to help other coaches earn additional streams of income. I'm 99% sure you have an interest in health. Would you be open to looking more into the opportunity to earn some extra money on the side? If it's not for you, no worries, just wanted to connect again. So I totally gave her an out, right? Like, if it's not for you, don't worry about it, right? So that landed me a meeting with her, and I found out, she said, like, I won't be retiring anytime soon. So obviously she's looking for this extra stream of income, right? So that she can retire at a time that's acceptable to her. She's I would say she's like in her 50s, and she does coaching and branding and stuff. So this week's challenge, complete a Facebook Live using the new formula. You will see me do more Facebook Lives this week. Create curiosity social media posts and Facebook Lives. So if you are one that's been putting Isagenix all over your wall, go back to just test out that theory, right? And then don't post, if someone does do create curiosity posting and they don't put Isagenix on their wall, just respect them and don't go put Isagenix. Like sometimes people are like, yeah, I love Isagenix, like they're in our team. And I'm like, that's not my strategy, because I want people to come to me. I don't want them to go Google it, and I don't want them to go buy on Amazon, right? So that's just a courtesy reminder. And then we're going to talk about the live coaching. Last week, Amanda asked how to do, and then I did brainstorming. I'm not a good person on the spot. I don't know why. I kind of have to like take things away and like think about it. So maybe we can talk about our coaching for next week, and then I'll have a week to think about it. So I think when I brainstorm what I've done with consultants to bring them back, like I'm not a master at this, because some people are just not interested, right? Like you cannot, what do they say? You can't drag a horse to water or something. I don't know. So that's true, right? We can't build everyone's businesses for them if they're not willing to do their part. But I think really knowing people's why and reminding of that, like, why do you want this extra, $500 to $1,000 a month to take your kids to Disney? You've never been on a family vacation. Okay. So, I really go back to them. I really want to help you reach your goal of taking your kids to Disney next year, or going on a cruise with your family. Right? So reminding them. So it's important when people start to get to know their why, so that we can then bring that back to them to help motivate them. And then let them know about every new promotion personally. Like, I know we post things in Facebook and tag them, but really give them a call and be like, hey, I was thinking about you. You've been on my mind, because they were. So that is truth. So they can hear the excitement and the sincerity in your voice, right? So I think pick up the phone. They're your consultants. One thing PK said to me, I really still like PK Smith. I don't know what happened to him. He's not as popular anymore, but he said, what did I do? Never let go of your personally enrolled consultants, right? Because you don't know when they're going to come back. Sorry, I'm making you guys dizzy. Review. Okay, so go out for coffee, invite them out for coffee, just reconnect with them, because sometimes if you're just around someone and they know that you care, they'll want to like recommit and work with you, right? So spend some time with them as a person, invite them to the next event or the next challenge. I know Brooke is doing the pro challenge. I think she's going to listen to this call later, and now she's all fired up about Isagenix. right? Again, so events are huge for that. Say I'll drive, we'll go out for dinner after, just get them to an event because it has a way of firing people up again. The say scripts, which we've talked about. So it will tell them, people don't know what to say, so they just freeze, right? They don't do anything. But if they have the scripts, that's super helpful. You can say, hey, I'm doing some before a challenge where our whole team is posting, before and after. I'm providing the posts. Would you be willing to post this on your wall? So if they're not willing to post something on their wall, that's kind of a clue that they're not super interested. So we have less than a minute, but review the Lindsay's video on creating consultants. I put the link there. I'll also put it in our group, and plan a fun, happy, healthy hour together, sip and sample, because most people, they don't want to do this business alone. I don't want to do it alone. It's not very fun. It's more fun to do it with a team. Hey, you're probably going to get cut off.
I know. Can you just post what text app you use when you're doing the mass text survey?
Yes.
Perfect.
I will do that. So think of some questions for next week because we ran out of time, and then post them in the group. And I hope this is valuable. If it was, I put lots of work into this, and I want to share with you guys everything that I'm doing and I know and what's working for me. Share it with your teams, invite them to be on. I'd love, if we can get our culture back and as many people here as possible. And I hope to see you at the next Super Saturday too. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. I was going to dress up, but I don't have a costume.